Hi everyone, it's Tish with Naptime Creations. Welcome back to my channel or welcome to my channel. And if you're new, don't forget to subscribe. It's free and it'll help me out a lot. So hit that subscribe button. Today we're going to be drying some flowers in some silica gel crystals and we're going to be making a resin skull with one of these dried flowers in it. So let's jump in and get started. I got these crystals off Amazon. You want to pour in like a 1/2 inch into whatever container you're using so it can kind of hold up the flowers. And I just went in, I bought these flowers from the grocery store. I just placed them right inside of my container, propped them up on that silica gel. And you can get the silica gel crystals off Amazon. I'll link them down below. You do want to wear a mask and gloves when you work with this product. Once you have your flowers placed down, just go in with a little cup, scoop some of the silica gel crystals out of the bag, and just pour them right on top of your flowers. You want to make sure you really get it in between the petals so your flowers can be completely dried out. And I had never done this before, so I actually ended up drying these for too long. I dried them for 7 days, and these roses really probably only needed 3 days. So I just covered them up all the way like this, put the lid on my container, let them dry, and I ended up taking most of them out, but I wanted to show you how I took this guy out here. I just picked up this little slotted spoon from the $1.25 tree and scooped it out, and you will be able to see, you will have some of those little crystals in there, and I over dried these so the flowers are very brittle. They're breaking and you don't want that. So you don't want to over dry them. If you do try this, I would start checking them on like day 3 and you'll be able to know if they're dry if they feel really lightweight and the petals feel like paper. Then you will know they're dry. And these you can also tell that I over dried them because the color isn't really as pretty as it would be if I didn't over dry them. You can see it's super brittle, but you want to go in with a fine paintbrush and just get out all of those crystals from the petals. You can also take a toothpick and very carefully go in there and dislodge those crystals as well. So I just did this for all of my roses. These red ones that I had ended up looking the worst out of all of them, so I'm going to save those for a different project, but the white roses, the pink roses, and the white and pink roses turned out really nice, even though I did over dry them, so I am going to be using those ones. And I'll link those crystals down below. I got them off Amazon, like I said. It's like a 6-pound bag, and you can reuse them over and over. But once you have your container with those silica gel crystals, only use it for that purpose. You don't want to use it for anything else, just because I think they're toxic. You definitely don't want to put food or anything inside that type of container. Just designate it for this type of project only. So now we're going to go in and make our skull. I just poured in 4 ounces of blue tinted resin into my mold. I got this mold from Let's Resin off Amazon as well. I'll link it down below along with my coupon code. I did have a few bubbles, so I just dislodged them with a toothpick very carefully, sprayed it with a little 91% isopropyl alcohol to pop them, and now I'm just going to drop down my rosebud. I'm just positioning it where I wanted it to be inside the mold. I didn't want to try to attach this with floral wire. I wanted to see what would happen if I just placed it inside the resin, and I wanted to see how it would turn out if I did it this way. I did go ahead and mix up my resin off camera just to save time, but if you're new to resin and you want to see a tutorial showing step by step how I mix my resin, I'm using the liquid diamonds for this project. I will link my holographic crystal tutorial down below in the description box. In that video, I show you step by step how to mix your resin. So I have my rose position down. I'm just going to leave it. Here we are the next day. I'm going to go in with 4 more ounces. And to tint my resin, I'm using the Let's Resin resin dye. I just added a few drops and mixed it up. And you can see that this flower is going to start leaking a lot of air. See, there's a big bubble there, big bubble there. Just keep your eye on it and you'll be able to pop any of those big bubbles. I didn't seal this rose at all. I just wanted to see what would happen if I used it as it was after I dried it in the silica gel. And this is 2 hours after I poured that second layer. You can see that that is totally hard already. I messed up and I meant to check this 1 hour after I poured so I could pop that big bubble, but I lost track of time and just totally messed up basically. I almost abandoned this project, but I decided to go ahead and just fill the mold up the rest of the way with black tinted resin. I wanted to see how it would look. I was really disappointed in myself that I messed up on the time and didn't get a chance to pop that bubble. But if you check it 1 hour after you pour and you have a big bubble sitting on the surface like that, you will be able to go in and pop it no problem. But mine had already hardened, so I decided to just go on and see what happens. I let that third layer dry for 24 hours. Here we are ready to demold it. These can be a little tricky to demold. Just take your time. You don't want to damage your mold. Just carefully pull it to the side, work your fingers around there. You can even spray a little 91% isopropyl alcohol in there, or soapy water will work as well. A little bit of dish soap mixed with some water, and then you can kind of work it around inside the mold and it'll pop right out. But here's how it turned out. I actually think it turned out really cool. Even though it has that big bubble back there. But lesson learned, I wanted to share this video with you guys to show you what not to do and also how to dry the flowers with the silica bead crystals. They work really well for keeping the color of your flowers, so I definitely recommend them. I really, really love the color of this rosebud in this piece, but let me know what you guys think of this one down in the comments. I hope you give this a try. And let me know if you have any questions down in the comments too. And as always, I'll link all the materials I used down below in the description box, along with any coupon codes that I have. So if you guys want to get any of these products, you'll get a little bit of extra savings. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and go check out a few more of my other videos. That would really help me out a lot. Helps out my channel if you watch a few of my videos back to back. I hope you guys are all doing fabulous. I appreciate you all so, so much. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you guys soon for another video. Bye, guys.